The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. And he intercepts it. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continues to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right back to him on the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Got it in the middle. It's Restrepo. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to...
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, I think sometimes on first and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It's finished off with the quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Runs through the tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of the people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He wants to go deep, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Oh, what a move to get open. The expressway is wide open. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown ball. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and no good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Ward. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He'll keep it himself. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter.
Miami, 14, Tennessee.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands, too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Pressure coming. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was was smelling that end zone on that return.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Finds a man in the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteer!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fair catch called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Ward. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going with the ground game left. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down coming up. He's got it again. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Martinez on the carry. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Tennessee, 23, Miami.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's thrown another interception. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Ward. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Going to the running game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the ground. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll turn to Martinez. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the hole.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Still looking, on the move. He'll try to do it himself. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw again.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
But see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
At the 17-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 23, Miami 21.
1st down to start the drive after the break. The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The offense starts with a short field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
They'll run it. It's Sampson. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Touchdown Volunteers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Tennessee, 36. Miami, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Got room to work. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Arroyo. Powers through. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, K.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to pass, it's Ward. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Tennessee, 36. Miami, 27.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. on the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Getting some heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes his connection. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays, get my offense the ball.
Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Going up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That's caught. It's George.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
To the air, it's Ward. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchup somewhere else.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Sampson. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
Can anyone catch him? The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Lining up to add another. Oh, and he missed it, and we're still tied. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. To throw, it's Iamaleava. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. To the air, it's Ward. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Martinez on the carry. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It's 2nd down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. It's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sideline. And wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.